In this presentation, we will explore data marts, which are departmental subsets of data warehouses. Let's dive in to understand what they are and how they are used. A data mart is a subset of a data warehouse that is focused on a specific business line or department. It is designed to facilitate analysis and reporting for a particular business function. Key characteristics of a data mart are that it is subject-oriented, meaning it is department-specific. It is smaller in size than data warehouses, offers faster query performance, is tailored to specific business needs, and provides simplified data access for end users. There are three main types of data marts: dependent, independent, and hybrid. Dependent data marts are created from an existing enterprise data warehouse, inheriting its structure and data. This type of data mart is derived directly from the data warehouse, consistent with enterprise data, easier to implement and maintain, and provides centralized control and governance. Independent data marts are standalone systems built directly from operational data sources without a data warehouse. These are created without a central data warehouse and offer faster implementation time with a department-specific design, but come with the risk of data inconsistency. Hybrid data marts combine aspects of both dependent and independent approaches for flexibility. They use some data from the data warehouse and some direct data feeds, which balances centralization and autonomy, accommodates unique department needs, but requires careful integration planning. The architecture of a data mart involves several key components. First, data is extracted from various source systems. Then, the ETL extract transform load process transforms this data. The data may or may not pass through an enterprise data warehouse. Finally, data marts are created for specific departments, and business users can access these marts. The three key components of data mart architecture are data extraction, where data is extracted from operational systems, or the enterprise data warehouse based on specific departmental requirements and business rules. Next is data transformation, where raw data is transformed into business-friendly formats with department-specific aggregations, calculations, and dimensional structures. Last is the data access layer, which provides optimized interfaces for business users to access data through reporting tools, dashboards, and analytical applications. Data marts offer several key benefits, including improved performance, enhanced usability, cost efficiency, and improved control. Data marts are optimized for specific departmental queries and reporting needs, which leads to faster query response times, reduced data volume to process, and are optimized for specific use cases. Data marts are tailored to meet specific departmental needs and terminology, so they have department-specific data models, familiar business terms and metrics, and simplified data access for users. Data marts also offer cost efficiency through reduced implementation time and resource requirements, which results in lower hardware requirements, faster implementation cycles, and an incremental deployment approach. Finally, data marts offer improved control with better governance and security at the departmental level, providing granular access control, department-specific security policies, and focused data stewardship. Implementing data marts can present certain challenges. One major challenge is data inconsistency, where multiple data marts may develop inconsistent definitions, calculations, and business rules, leading to conflicting results. Another challenge is data redundancy. The same data may be duplicated across multiple data marts, increasing storage requirements and maintenance complexity. Integration complexity is another challenge. Independent data marts can create integration challenges when cross-departmental analysis is required. To mitigate these challenges, several strategies can be employed. Implementing centralized metadata management can ensure consistent definitions and business rules across all data marts. A hub-and-spoke design, which uses a dependent data mart approach with a central data warehouse as the hub feeding departmental spokes, can reduce redundancy. Finally, establishing strong data governance practices with clear ownership, stewardship, and quality control processes can ensure data accuracy and consistency. There are two primary approaches to implementing data marts: top-down and bottom-up. In the top-down approach, you build the enterprise data warehouse first, then create data marts as subsets. This ensures enterprise-wide data consistency, provides a single version of the truth, requires a higher initial investment, longer time to value, and is better for long-term strategic initiatives. In the bottom-up approach, you create individual data marts first, then integrate them into a cohesive warehouse. This allows for faster implementation and quicker return on investment, addresses immediate departmental needs, poses a risk of data silos and inconsistency, and is better for tactical department-focused solutions. Key implementation steps include requirements gathering, design, development, testing, and deployment. Data marts are used across various industries. In the retail industry, data marts are used to analyze customer behavior and optimize operations, with examples such as sales analysis, inventory management, and customer loyalty data marts. In the healthcare industry, data marts are leveraged for patient care and operations, including patient care, claims processing, and clinical research data marts. Financial services use data marts for risk management and customer insights, such as risk analysis, customer profitability, and fraud detection data marts. In manufacturing, data marts are implemented to optimize production and supply chain, with examples including production efficiency, supply chain, and quality control data marts. In conclusion, data marts provide focused, department-specific analytics capabilities while balancing performance, usability, and governance requirements. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.